into this game.
North Carolina leads the all-time series. They have dominated recently, including 7 in a row here in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts. And the opening tip is controlled by the visiting Tar Heels. 14-3 on the season, 6-0 in conference play, and 3-0 this year away from Chapel Hill. They are all wins in the ACC.
The big thing for them away has been defense. They've held all 3 foes on the road under 60 points. And that's been something that really has been talked about with this team, is with their effort defensively. Great numbers, ranked nationally.
Boston College is 11-6, 2-4 in conference play, and 7-2 on their home floor. Tough shot for Zachary. Hustling after the loose ball. 3 players grabbing for it. And that ball will stay with the Eagles on the held ball situation. McLaughlin with the hustle for Boston College.
And interestingly enough, that's one category that North Carolina really has an advantage over BC, is on the offensive glass, but that's a great hustle getting on the floor and recycling the possession for BC.
North Carolina is the best rebounding team in the conference, over 41 boards per game. McLaughlin bustling his way to the rim for Boston College.
He had a fabulous homecoming down at Georgia Tech, 30 points, so a little bit off in his last 3 games since, but great start for him.
Averages over 10 points per game. Cormac Ryan, the transfer from Notre Dame, with the kick to Elliot Cadeau, one of the newcomers this season for North Carolina. Tried to flip it into the corner. Zachary stepping in the passing lane.
Cadeau usually makes great decisions with the ball. Rare turnover for him.
McLaughlin again! Lays it in.
Took advantage of a mismatch inside. Great post up. Quick move.
That's 7 points and 8 boards in the win against Notre Dame on Monday. Ryan fires away for 3. It's off target. And the rebound from Post. A sellout crowd here at Connie Forum in Chestnut Hill. Cormac Ryan knocked it away, and the turnover for the Heels. R.J. Davis too strong.
You know, what you see on the other end and what's happening, and Post is a very good three-point shooter, BC's center. And with Bacot lifted out, there are going to be post-up opportunities for other guys for BC inside, and we've seen that here early.
Zachary fighting in the paint, lost the handle to Bacot. And now Davis. Cadeau trying to get around Zachary, challenged at the rim, and he was fouled. Elliot Cadeau on the drive.
See the look right there, just a big size difference. Davis going right, McLaughlin going right at him, and then the quick spin inside. Very aggressive looking for his shot.
So Elliot Cadeau, the freshman from West Orange, New Jersey, will be at the free throw line. 59% from the stripe so far this season. Starting his 13th game.
And the thing with him, he's had to earn that starting position. Didn't get it right at the start of the season, Tom. But, you know, he truly is a pass-first point guard. Looks for his teammates. And, you know, what it's done is, I think, more than anything, has, you know, freed up R.J. Davis some. And Davis certainly is playing like a Player of the Year candidate early on in the season.
1 of 2 for Cadeau from the line. North Carolina as a team is 7th in the conference at 45% from the floor and 76%, 5th in the ACC from the line.
One number you'd like to see go up for Cadeau, only 59% from the free throw line.
Zachary looking for a safety valve. Aligbe, pull up, came up short to Bacot. Leading rebounder in the ACC, 10.5 per game for Armando Bacot. His fingerprints all over the North Carolina record book. Cadeau with a drive and scoop for Carolina.
And he's been pretty aggressive here early on, looking for his offense, especially getting to the rim. They've given him his right hand, and he's taken advantage of it.
So 3 points early for Cadeau, averages about 7 per game. Post, not afraid to fire away. Run down in the corner, Ingram. Davis got the defender in the air and hit the baseline mid-range.
Just sloppy defense that time. You can't bite on that pump fake, and he actually had good size. Harris went after that head fake. Great offensive move.
So BC might get a couple of early buckets. Trying to find the range on this possession. Zachary's got some daylight. Gives it off. Malik Bey with the right-handed hammer.
Well, Zachary, I just love his presence out on the floor, and great move. He drew the defender inside. It was a kind of a mini 2-on-1 break. That should get Bey started.
Entry Bacot, immediately doubled. Back to Ryan. It is on line, slightly strong to Post.
And they worked on off the dribble, coming down big, doubling on Bacot, trying to get the ball out of his hands. Worked that time.
Zachary on the handle. Post, couple of feet behind the line, and he rattles it in for a 3-ball.
And you will see that during the course of the game. 44% from 3 for him. I mean, he's an excellent shooter everywhere. But that's the plan, to try to draw Bacot out.
25th made 3 of the season for Post. Trying to defend on Ryan with Bey, and it bounces out of bounds. Boston College and the unselfish play from Jaden Zachary, and the elevation from Prince Bey with the jam for the Eagles.
This Sunday on CW Women's Hoops, Clemson clashes with Elizabeth Kitley and Georgia Amore as they power number 14 Virginia Tech on their mission to return to the Final Four. I'm gonna go, baby. CW Women's Hoops, Clemson versus number 14 Virginia Tech, this Sunday at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. It's hard.
Quiet quitting in a marriage is when an individual disengages from the marriage in a non-confrontational way.
Quiet quitting in marriage. What to do if it's happening to you.
Wednesday on WCCB News at 10.
It's this moment, and this moment, and this one too. This is being a kid to the fullest. And Levine Children's knows that when it comes to your child's health, you want the best, the most convenient, most trusted, most specialized care from a team who treats your kids like they're our kids. Because the most special moments are when a kid can just be a kid.
My name is Mark, and I was seriously hurt on the job. You want to think that your employer has your back, but over the years, that was brought into question. I wanted DeMayo law offices to fight for my rights. They showed that they cared, and they did take care of me. Long-term disability, workman's comp, DeMayo law offices. They took all that worry away. And without them, I don't think it would have turned out as well as it did.
If you've been hurt on the job, call DeMayo law offices. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
DeMayo law offices took care of me and my family. They had my back when I needed it most.
Get a leg and thigh dinner with Fixin' from Bojangles for just $5.99. It's bow time.
For me, what you need is being able to take the news of the day and boil it down to the information that is important to you and your family. WCCB News at 10. Just what you need.
ACC basketball on the CW is brought to you by Pacific Life, creating financial security for more than 150 years. Back at the Heights, Boston College, Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, and the Eagles have a 9-5 lead over the number 4 team in the nation, the North Carolina Tar Heels, who have not lost in conference play. Boston College 2-4 in ACC play after their win Monday at home against Notre Dame.
Earl Grant was very happy about his progress. One of the games that they've lost recently, his team was sick and didn't have a great performance against Syracuse, but it really came back, played well. Clemson lost that game, but then had 2 good wins. So he finally has some continuity in the program. 3 or 4 guys with 3 years experience coming back, and a bunch of guys with 2 years experience. So something to build on with this program.
2-2 in their last 4 games for the Eagles, with the shot clock down to 5 for Post. Trying to work on Bacot. Well defended by number 5 in Carolina blue.
He's got to get something going toward the basket if you want to put pressure on Bacot to try to pick up some fouls.
Intermediate double on Bacot.
Yeah, and that get the ball out of his hands.
Side rim and out of bounds, and the miss from Davis.
So a couple times that double team has worked to get the ball out and a missed shot. Thing though, I mean, Bacot in the Louisville game, 5 assists, so he's become a very good passer out of those double teams.
Had 19 points on 7 of 11 shooting in the game against the Cardinals, who made a second half comeback and cut the lead to 5 before North Carolina pulled away. Deflection and turnover. Davis got the shot away. Speaking of Louisville, Mike, Jalen Withers, the Louisville transfer, is into the lineup for North Carolina. Seth Trimble also in, number 7.
Yeah, I think he had something for his old team, double-double against Louisville in that game that you mentioned. And, it's funny, Hubert talked about how he's starting to feel more comfortable in his new environment. And I think you're going to see more games like that from Withers.
Now that is a rarity, Mike.
A miss.
So after that miss, it's Bacot moving up the list in rebounds, all time in Division I. We'll keep an eye on his numbers as the afternoon progresses. Davis was 96% from the free throw line, Mike, best in the conference.
His percentage will probably plummet to 92 now.
He'd only missed 3 all season prior to that one.
Yeah, I'm sure he can tell you every single miss that he's had.
So a 3-point lead for the Eagles and Post, trying to cut to the rim. Stonewalled by Bacot.
Well, that last drive that he had, though, big thing, he picked up a foul on Post.
Post got the pass from Madsen, lays it in, and he was fouled.
And he returns the favor and gets a foul on Bacot as well. So a big 3-point play opportunity there. You see, early on, they had Post on the outside shooting threes, and now they got him in. And Bacot maybe should have just let that one go. He was beaten on the play and really had no chance to stop the layup.
Quinten Post, the graduate student from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, completes the old school 3-point play. Originally transferring from Mississippi State. Again, he missed that game at Clemson with an illness. Did not score in the game prior against Syracuse.
17 in his last game against Notre Dame. Those 3 threes second half that arguably won the game for him.
Withers hits the jumper. And Coach Grant told us that those post shots late in the second half were the difference in that victory on Monday. First game of the season, he scored 31 points. That's the most by any player this season for the Eagles. He drops it off to Prince-Salique Bay for the Tomahawk Jam.
Well, that was a great feed by Post. He was in the air, a little too far out for a shot, but very unselfish. And Salique Bay now 2 dunks.
Trimble, he's got a 3 in that corner.
Yeah, he was really coming back from an injury last year, and just feeling much better about his game.
9th made 3 of the season for Trimble. BC maintains the 3-point lead. Post got pushed, and it's going to be Withers.
Well, here's the play. They tried going back to that same pick and roll, and actually, North Carolina defended the pick and roll very well, but then the BC picked up the counter.
So Post will get a breather. Did not score against Syracuse. Out with illness against Clemson. And actually 17 points. Most of those late in that game against the Irish, Mike.
And North Carolina had made a switch. They had actually put Withers on Post, and they're going to do that. They're going to put some smaller guys on him, especially when he's out on the perimeter.
Mighty is also in there, number 2 for the Eagles. That is Zachary trying to carve his way. Davis was in the vicinity defending for Boston College. There will be free throws in the foul against Carolina.
For both teams, it's a smaller unit out there, but so BC is more intent on attacking the basket.
83% free throw shooter, Jaden Zachary. Game high 20 points in the win against Notre Dame. He was 8 of 10 from the floor. He's hit double digits 12 times this season, Mike. 38 points in his last 2 games prior to today, and he's got a couple of free throws.
Yeah, it's just a statistical oddity. It's another guy who had no points against Syracuse, and in his last 2, he's averaged 19 points a game.
And they hung tough with the Orange in that game, which pulled off a dramatic victory at the Dome today against Miami on a last-second three-point shot.
I'm trying not to smile when you say that, Tom.
Back to the live action. Ball rolls out of bounds. Most of you before us saw Virginia Tech win on the road at NC State 84-78, the first game of CW courtside Saturday.
And one thing with both of these teams, but especially with Boston College, 2 teams that take very good care of the basketball.
Withers is open out of the corner for 3, and he's knocking it down, Mike, and he had something to say to the crowd after the release.
It's something he did a lot in Louisville, but not so much here in North Carolina. So, you know, he hasn't taken that many threes. Only 12 coming into this game.
Madsen. Whistle against
Withers.
North Carolina, and Withers, Mike, that's going to be number 2 on him. So there is a timeout on the court. Boston College with a 2-point lead over the number 4 team in the nation.
It's so robotic, curly fire up in my chest, got soft skin, hard feelings, give a damn, then give a reason, pops it, top, been a feeling, alright, okay, I did it my way.
Dad, we're gonna be late.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
My name's Brian Heffler, and because of TikTok, I have the power to educate people and hopefully save lives. When my son Brian died in a drunk driving accident, I put out a video about it and tried to stop the young people from drinking and driving.
No other family has to go through what we did.
TikTok has the power to change society. And I think that's where the power of TikTok lies. If you save one person, that's one more person that can change the world too, right?
Ever since I tried Hidden Valley Ranch, I finally found what I've been looking for.
Oh my gosh.
I know. How is this stuff so good?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Need to get your car protected and looking great for the harsh winter season? Cerakote's best-selling line of automotive care products can transform your vehicles quickly, easily, and affordably. Our #1 selling headlight kit restores cloudy headlights back to like new and keeps them that way, guaranteed. Restore that faded trim in just 1 wipe with our easy-to-apply trim coat kit. Achieve unsurpassed gloss, shine, and slickness with our rapid ceramic paint sealing. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
Boston College has a 2-point lead, and Tuesday on Inside the NFL, nobody breaks down games like our crew with highlights and analysis you won't find anywhere else. This week, the guys take a look back at the divisional round. Get you ready for Conference Championship Sunday. Inside the NFL, Tuesday, 8/7 Central, only on the CW. Speaking of football, Mike, Jeff Hafley, the head coach of the Boston College Eagles, on the football side in the house tonight. Said hi to Coach Hafley. Wish the Eagles all the best against the Tar Heels.
Very few people not in the house here today. A complete sellout at Conti Forum.
We have been doing games here for a very long time, Mike. I don't remember seeing this building as full as it is right now for this matchup against North Carolina.
Well, number 4 comes in and draws a crowd. Let's see what Boston College zone defense looks like.
Mighty. The handoff. Shot clock is deep. Need to recognize Madsen is going to have to let it go for 3. Cormac Ryan tipped it. And it was saved by Cadeau. Quickly ahead to Trimble.
Offensive foul.
That was Washington on the screen.
And you know what? And here's the look. You'll see it. And it just comes up and never really got set on the screen. And so mistiming on that play. Good call by the referee. But see, I mean, with Zachary out of the game, you saw it on that last play, the shot clock running down. That's on the point guard to keep it up. And that really, you know, Kelly's new into the game, but he's got to have an awareness of where the shot clock is.
So Chaz Kelly 0-0 with the basketball right now for the Eagles. Quick release for 3. It's an easy board for Trimble after the miss. That from Donald Hand Jr. Cadeau. Bacot put it on the floor, got it back on the regather. Intercepted Hand. Runs it up. Tries to run it all the way to the rim. Couldn't get the angle on the layup attempt from Hand.
What a great look at it, too.
Trimble slices through. Contact is made. McLaughlin was back there as the last line of defense.
Here's the look. Nobody really stopped the basketball, which is the key thing, and the push up the floor. So Trimble just kept his dribble alive, kept attacking the rim, which is what you should do. And that's actually for BC, McLaughlin, his second foul. So let's see how well Grant plays this out for the rest of the half with him.
Trimble is 65% from the line on the season. And now Zachary and Post, along with Alik Bey and Harris Jr. coming in for the Eagles.
So basically it would be Mason Madsen for McLaughlin.
2 fouls on McLaughlin to the bench for the Eagles. And Trimble, 1 of 2. Boston College, its last win, Mike, against a top 5 team. You go back to December of 2017. They beat number 1 Duke, 89-84, right here at Connie Forum. 7 all-time wins in Eagles history against top 5 teams. Alik Bey needs to send it back out to Madsen with 4 on the shot clock. Ryan got a piece of it on the way up. All over. Madsen did get the shot away. And the box out from Bacot. Up ahead, Ryan, easy layup.
Well, terrific both ends of the floor. Ryan really played Madsen well defensively, forced that late shot and lead for North Carolina, and then broke out, just beat everybody in a foot race for the layup on the other end.
In the midst of a 9-2 run for the Tar Heels.
North Carolina, and once again the shot clock on the back of Boston College in the half court.
Harris misses.
They have not been getting good looks in these last few sets.
This is Ryan, checks the 3-point line. Post. Zachary 3-on-2. To the wing, and Harris control dribble.
That's the thing for BC. Not a lot of offensive rebounding presence.
Down the court we go, and now Zachary will just saunter up the floor.
And this is BC when, you know, they don't want to play at quite the same pace that North Carolina does.
Miscommunication, they kept control. Approaching 4 minutes without a bucket. The League Bay shot off the mark. So the struggles continue for the Eagles. And then a miss at the other end from Trimble. Long rebound, and Harris. And Cadeau reaching in. Boston College, Mike, has missed its last 7 shot attempts.
A lot of punches being thrown and nothing landed in the last 3 minutes or so.
Coach Grant was at the College of Charleston prior to coming to Chestnut Hill.
the one thing this afternoon, Tom, that's going to be a big key for Boston College is keeping North Carolina or minimizing their free throws. I looked at the numbers, and that's where a big advantage should be for North Carolina. They do a lot of scoring at the free throw line.
Boston College is 3 for 3 from the line so far, Mike. 3 of 6 for North Carolina from the stripe. League Bay, he's behind the line.
Yeah, that's not. North Carolina wants him to take that shot. 2 of 21 in the year coming in.
Fumbled out of bounds and back to the Eagles. So we'll take a timeout. North Carolina has taken the lead by just a point against the Eagles.
She's a thief and a con artist.
Her particular skill set can be helpful to us.
You're making me blush. I'm a cop.
Yeah, I'm a cop. You have a badge?
Not yet.
Not ever. I'm a cop. You're a criminal. That's all we need to know about each other.
Well, can I at least put the siren thingy on the roof of the car?
No.
I am now the guardian of the law.
How did you give me that?
Wild Cards. This Monday at 9/8 Central on the CW.
Got you covered. Sell, buy home loans. OfferPad can help you do it all. In fact, we can bundle everything for you. Sell this home, buy your next, and include a home loan. You could save thousands.
OfferPad, your all-in-one way to sell, buy, mortgage a home.
Of course, the GMC Terrain offers all-wheel drive mode. What about Supernova mode or Weekend Warrior mode? You don't see that everyday mode. How about out of the office mode or even
Are you out of your mind?
mode? Want a mode for everything? GMC Terrain. Get 1.9% APR on 2024 GMC Terrain models, plus no monthly payments for 90 days. Professional-grade SUV of the Carolina Panthers.
Dad volunteered for Vietnam. The Army taught him how to fix anything. And he taught me a thing or two. I'm John Bradford. Dad's always fixing things, just like Grampy.
Car engines, cabinets, lawnmowers.
Now let's fix Washington. In Raleigh, I cut taxes, protected girls' sports, and got tough on crime. In Washington, I'll close the border, stop the spending, and stand up to Biden.
Dad can fix it.
I'm John Bradford, and I approve this message.
We've got you covered. Sell, buy home loans. OfferPad can help you do it all. We can bundle everything for you. Sell this home, buy your next, and include a home loan. You could save thousands.
Nice.
OfferPad, your all-in-one way to sell, buy, mortgage a home.
CW Courtside Saturday returns next week with another exciting doubleheader. First, it's off to Louisville as Virginia looks to get back on track against the Cardinals. And then Pitt heads to Coral Gables to take on high-flying Miami. CW Courtside Saturday returns next week, 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, only on the CW.
And a team nobody's talking about is Florida State, sitting there at 5-1, Tom. And then how about NC State? Both of their losses are at home, one of which was today. North Carolina cruising along at 6-0. So a lot of, there's a bunch of really good teams at the top and then a whole bunch in the middle.
Florida State has won 5 in a row. Mike Duke has won 8 in a row. Florida State will take on Clemson coming up later today.
We can see kind of opposite ends of the weather spectrum.
Exactly. Duke is hosting Pitt also tonight. Turnaround from Post.
That early foul, Earl Grant was very protective of Quinten Post, kept him on the bench extended minutes in the first half.
His jumper gives the Eagles the 1-point lead. Ryan trying to get around Post, couldn't do it. Shot clock at 10 for Cadeau.
Bacot still on the bench for North Carolina.
Ryan, three-pointer.
His shooting has been a little up and down so far this year. 0 of 4 from 3 in the game to start with.
Post through the paint. Rims out.
He's knocked back on that jump hook and that hook shot. He's tried both of them going away from the rim.
North Carolina, one of the better three-point shooting teams in the conference. That's just inside the line for Ryan.
Better look for him. Maybe that's the one that gets him into a little bit of rhythm.
So Ryan now 2 of 6 from the floor and 4 points. Interesting, as a newcomer to the program, Coach Davis told us he is the most vocal leader amongst this group. Oligbe again for 3. Weak side Harris trying to save it, couldn't do it. Ingram. Carolina on the run. Ingram with the floater, got his own miss. Davis. Runner slash floater, and he hits it.
I love that move. That little floater in the lane. I mean, it's a Steph Curry move that, he is really perfected for a shorter player. It takes the block shot out of it. It also takes any kind of charge out of play as well.
Boston College at 32% shooting in this first half, and the shot clock is down to 10. 5.5 minutes to go in our first half. Tom Wormy, Mike Jaminski, our outstanding crew with you. Shot clock is down to 2. Oligbe, he's got it.
A much better decision. That's not the guy you want the ball in his hands at the end of the clock, but at least he got a better shot.
Bacot hustles up the court and scores.
Another instance where he's been aggressive end to end. 5 points for him.
That's 2 of 3 shooting for Cadeau. On that corner, Matson aggressively to the rim, and he was met. Ingram had him in midair, mind you. Davis in transition. Cadeau, eyes for the rim again. Not timid whatsoever, Mike.
Well, I think trying to really put some pressure on Zachary to defend, and he gets the foul on him. But here, how about this look, folks? Not bad. I'll meet you at the rim.
Hanging out behind the backboard. What an angle on that replay.
Appreciate your hard work, Tom, putting that camera up there pregame.
Hours before the game. Tip of the hat to our crew. Spending long hours here at County Forum to bring you the action on the CW.
And it wasn't exactly warm here, folks, and at the crack of dawn, getting up and getting us ready to be on the air at 2:15.
Temperatures in the teens, nice and cozy inside County Forum.
They might have been below the teens here.
Home of Boston College athletics since 1988. And we got close to 9,000 people in the house for the game today. Hubert Davis with the sport coat in tribute to the lineage of Hall of Fame coaches on that North Carolina sideline. See the run. Boston College trying to get on the board, trailing by 4 as Post put it on the floor. That'll be Bacot.
That'll be his second. And that was what, Hubert Davis was trying to hide him and trying to save him as well. And that was a quick foul on Bacot. So they have really minimized him. No points for Bacot in the first half, only 3 rebounds.
I mean, he's a guy who averages close to 15 points per game.
And that was really a change of attitude for Post. Early on, he looked at a couple of threes, but since that time, he's been very aggressive going into the paint. And it's paid off for them getting Bacot out of the game.
I mean, what can you say about Post, Mike, and his shooting abilities? 50% from the floor, 9th in the conference. From the free throw line, he's BC's best free throw shooter, 83%, 9th in the ACC.
And from 3.44, he's elite level when you put those all together. For a guy 7 feet, I think there's a spot for him next level.
Closes the gap to 2. Entry pass knocked away. Post doing it all.
And that's what you want to deny, that entry pass, top down like that, play on top.
Zachary back to Post. Washington was guarding Post. Here's Ingram racing up the court. Zachary able to deflect it away. Heels keep it for the moment. Washington. He was right near that end line. And so the ball back to the Eagles. Coach Davis and the Heels with a 2-point lead. CW courtside Saturday.
You don't have to wait until retirement to start enjoying your plans. With Pacific Life, imagine your future with confidence. For more than 150 years, we've kept our promise to financially protect and provide, so you can look forward to exploring your family's heritage with the ones you love. Talk to a financial professional about life insurance and retirement solutions with Pacific Life.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq delivered rapid symptom relief and helped leave bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC caused damage, Rinvoq came through by visibly repairing my colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Carolina isn't just a campus, a team, or an alma mater. It's a place where inspiration takes flight and lands in far-flung corners. A place that isn't confined to classrooms, but mobilized by challenges. One that leads people down paths unknown and creates kinships with those unseen. That's because Carolina isn't just a place you go. It's a place you take with you.
Let's take a look at our Pacific Life game summary presented by Pacific Life, creating financial security for more than 150 years. Quinten Post into double digits for the 17th time this season, Mike. North Carolina looking for that three ball from Withers.
Well, it really has been the bench that's had to give them a big lift. And actually, RJ Davis has got all 5 of those points. And the big news for North Carolina, both two starters have not scored. Bacot has yet to score in this game, and Ingram hasn't scored in the game either.
In fact, Bacot has not attempted a shot in the game, Mike.
Yeah, and the double team on him has worked well. They've gotten the ball out of his hands, and also that double team hasn't hurt BC either. The shots as a result have not hurt.
And North Carolina has won 4 in a row in the series, 7 in a row here in Chestnut Hill.
And all that being said, they still have a 2-point lead.
BC's last win at home against North Carolina, February 1st of 2020. They won it by a point, 71-70. It was at North Carolina. Here they haven't won since 2010. Knocked around and taken by Cadeau. Davis, contested shot. He hit the deck.
Boy, just a bad foul that time. It was going to be a tough attempt anyway. And that's when it's his second. Here.
So Zachary picks up the foul. Davis at the free throw line. Told you he's 96% best in the ACC. Coming up on the Subaru halftime report, we'll get a recap from Raleigh. We'll go around the ACC, have the highlights and stats from the first 20 minutes of this meeting between North Carolina and Boston College, the 29th all-time meeting. And one more free throw for Davis.
And Earl Grant is a guy who will play his guys with 2 fouls in the first half, and especially a guy like Zachary, he'll trust him, but that was not a good second foul. I mean, you just got to get a hand up, contest that, live with the results.
So Zachary and McLaughlin with 2 personals for Boston College, and a timeout taken prior to the inbounds. So BC has taken a 30-second timeout.
Well, the thing you have to take away from that, I mean, you don't mind that timeout now, But second half, you better be prepared after a free throw line for a little pressure and have that. You can't burn a timeout like that in the second half.
Tomorrow, Mike, on CW Women's Hoops, the battle in Blacksburg as the Tigers look to pull the upset against the 14th ranked Hokies. Clemson against number 14 Virginia Tech tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, only on the CW. Here are the standings on the women's side of the ACC. Louisville undefeated in conference play under Jeff Walls. Felicia Leggett-Jack, the head coach of the Orange at 5-1 along with North Carolina. And you can see 6 ranked teams in the ACC. That's the most of any conference. And Virginia Tech, by the way, the defending champs at the ACC Women's Tournament from a season ago. You'll see them tomorrow against Clemson. Here it's a 5-point lead for North Carolina.
Guys are strong from Charlotte. North Carolina getting some run here early.
Zachary for 3.
Well, with Chaz Kelly out on the floor with him, it frees up Zachary to be a little bit more of a scorer out on the floor.
12th made 3 of the season for Zachary. The second made of the game for Boston College, 2 of 8 from long distance. This is Davis, 3-point State. He's got one as well.
Well, he sees his big center over on the bench not playing. He knows he's got to pick up the slack. 11 points for him. He's the first Tar Heel in double figures.
Nobody takes more threes. Nobody makes more than R.J. Davis. With that three-pointer, his first of the game. 53rd made on the season. Post. Washington overzealous defending and the foul. Into the 1-and-1 situation.
But, North Carolina's got some depth at size, so they've got some fouls to burn there, even, with Bacot sitting over there on the bench.
Bacot has 2 personal fouls, Mike. Jalen Withers with 2. Washington to the bench with his 3 personal fouls. And Post to the free throw line. Again, Bacot has not scored in our game. Quinten Post has scored. 11 points right now for Post with 1 free throw upcoming in his 106th career collegiate game. Malik Bay also with 6 points for the Eagles and a couple of free throws for Post.
I'll tell you what, it's a position, center position, that is really deep in the conference this year. A lot of good center play in the league.
Ingram, a lot of dribbling, knocked over the defender. Offensive foul with Harris having the position.
Anticipating the dribble there. Now they've made that with the secondary defender. They've made that a tougher call, but on ball, that was just good, solid defense.
Boston College has only turned it over 3 times here in this first half. They had 3 turnovers in the entire game on Monday, a season low against the Irish. It was Kelly on the drive, and there was contact. First on Zayden Hyde for North Carolina. Two shots for Kelly. 10 of 16 on the season from the line.
2 freshmen out on the floor right now for North Carolina. And on the page, North Carolina, one of the oldest teams in the country.
25-year-old Cormac Ryan leading the way of experienced players at Carolina lineup. Davis is one of them as well. Godot is a freshman. Trying to work off a little screen, and there was too much contact.
That's the second time they've had that foul called where the screener hasn't been set yet. And it really is, it's more on the guy using the screen. You got to wait for that guy to get set.
32 is Okonkwo.
And, Godot just maybe in a little bit too much of a hurry to get into the lane.
Kelly into the lane. Turns and fires. Chaz Kelly. Tied up at 30, Mike.
I think this pace right now is one, and this scoring pace is one that suits BC very well.
Kelly's going to pick up the foul against the driving Cadeau.
Guys that really have to be careful for BC in this last minute. Zachary and Post pick up that third and second foul here.
Cadeau with the jumper. Fight for the loose ball. Won by Prince Aligbe, and then he got toppled. Zayden High for North Carolina. It's a couple of quick fouls against High.
And maybe a couple of cheap some points that they can pick up. Double bonus.
League Bay to the free throw line at 66% for the season.
And they will, at least for the first half, match North Carolina in free throw attempts. So that more for them a win in that category.
First attempts of the afternoon for League Bay. Sophomore on the line. This graduate student, senior on the bench, Bacot. Armando Bacot, Mike. This is his 150th career game. A spectator without any points at this moment, with 1:06 on the clock and 1:02 for League Bay.
Well, things will kind of get back to normal after next year with the COVID year coming out, and I think things will start to settle out. And
define normal in collegiate athletics, G-Man. Backdoor cut. That was Davis racing on the baseline. High trying to get to the rim. Cut off by League Bay. North Carolina keeps it with Ingram. Shot clock inside of 10. Ingram turns and shoots, and he makes it.
And that was pretty good defense by Zachary, but a better offensive play, and those were his first points of the half.
And to give North Carolina the 1-point lead. About an 8-second difference. Game and shot. Kelly with the shot clock at 10. Down to 3.
Offensive foul.
And that's Kelly, Mike, his second. Push off against High. Second on Kelly. County Forum crowd not in agreement with the officials at the moment. Cadeau cross it over up top, and the alley-oop slam at the end of the clock in the first half. Right at the end of the half.
Easiest thing in the world either, to come out and get a really good. Usually you're trying to get some rest coming out of halftime, but he needed to come out and get a great warm-up to get some rhythm going again.
North Carolina this season 10-1 with the halftime lead. Into the corner, Zachary tracks it down.
And that's what you want to do with Ryan. You want to drive him off the three-point line, make him take some sort of mid-range shot.
Ryan now 2 of 7 from the floor for North Carolina.
That's, those numbers, those statistics are wins for BC.
Shot clock is at 6 for League Bay. Has a size advantage over Davis. Tipped up by Post. Batted around, and Bacot shovels it forward. Davis after the drop-off by Cadeau.
That's just, Cadeau looks so confident for a freshman out there. Saw him trailing on the break. Great little drop-off pass.
Zachary's shot bounces out on the drive.
This is one that he's got to finish.
Davis again lets it fly. Into the corner, trying to save it. He did. Bacot spinning into Post. trying to get around him. Score it, and he's going to the line. And the foul is on Post.
Well, that was interesting. It's the second shot, and Post is saying, I kept myself vertical, but call going the other way, and this is just a good aggressive move. What you want to do, if you're Bacot trying to get in, might have gotten away with a hook with his elbow.
Bacot is into the box score, 80% from the free throw line, and the three-point play.
A great way for him to get started in the first minute, 15 seconds or so. Get some rhythm out on the floor.
Active leader in scoring in the ACC. 2,064 points now. As he gets his first points of the afternoon. They go inside McLaughlin. He got tied up. Ryan and Davis in the vicinity. First on Davis. McLaughlin at the free throw line, Mike.
Yeah, and McLaughlin got off to a quick start in the first half. But another guy's name we haven't mentioned is Claudell Harris. Has not scored in this game, and he's averaging 15 points a game for BC.
He's a cop, she's a con, and together this unlikely duo makes the perfect pair. Watch all new episodes of Wild Cards every Wednesday, 8/7 Central, only on the CW. Stream free now on the CW app. Kind bounce for McLaughlin here inside Connie Forum. So glad that you're with us for this matchup between North Carolina and BC. North Carolina has dominated the series. They've won 16 of the last 17. Off of the miss, McLaughlin went to the floor. Able to get it up ahead. Post against Bacot. Fall away, fouled on the shots. Bacot was defending. He's got to get it, Mike. That's number 3.
And that was on a fadeaway shot, too. I don't know that they would, I didn't think they were going to blow the whistle on that one. I thought that Post kind of bailed him out by taking that shot, but he gets the call. Hubert Davis, the wheels are grinding right now about whether he looks like he hasn't made a move to the bench.
Still waiting. Quinten Post, the only player in the country, Mike, averaging at least 16.9 points, 7.4 boards, 3.2 assists, over 2 blocks.
And the thing too about BC, their three leading scorers are 3 leading assist guys too. So really great balance.
Open man Ingram bounces out. Hesitated for a moment. Bacot got it back.
See, when that double team works and the shot misses, you've got to get the defensive rebound.
Ryan the entry. Bacot. Post standing his ground. Davis somehow got to the basketball, and he came up short.
BC lucky. 3 shots on that possession.
A league bag from Zachary for Boston College.
And Carolina, and then BC made him pay, getting out and breaking, getting a layup.
9 points for Prince Aligbe above his season average of 6.2. Cadeau from the paint. Bounces off. Post to McLaughlin. Fighting for that ball for the Eagles. And Zachary brings it up. Down by 4. Post lining up a 3. Might have brought the house down with that one, Mike.
It's not many centers who have a guard switched off on him and settle for a 3. He had Davis on him and just launched the 3.
1 for 3 on 3-point tries for Post. Battling low with Bacot. Shot clock is inside of 10. Cadeau.
Well, he has really been aggressive looking for his offense.
Zachary steaming to the rim, had it knocked away. Ryan. Cadeau trying to track it down. He's got Ingram. Puts it up there for Ingram, who slams it home. What a sequence. End-to-end action.
Well, you know, Cadeau, he's made a couple, just a very few questionable decisions, but what a great break that time.
Harris turns and shoots. McLaughlin high for the board, kept it alive. A league bay from the free throw line.
That was a big possession because you get the sense that North Carolina was on the verge of maybe starting to stretch some things out a little bit.
Ingram couldn't finish the play.
Yeah, Post lucky he didn't get a foul called on that play.
They are tangled up behind the play. Ingram and Post.
It's going to be a foul on Ingram.
Ingram's the one on the court, and he's going to pick up the foul for North Carolina. A 4-point game. The Heels and the Eagles.
Dad, we're going to be late.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free. So he was happy to read the disclaimer on TurboTax Free Edition.
Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at turbotax.com. That's me!
File your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your max refund guaranteed. Make your moves count. See if you qualify at turbotax.com.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are looking up. I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi is the first IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And the majority of people experienced long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Now's the time to ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Dad, we're gonna be late.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
ACC basketball on the CW is brought to you by Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food food. Gotta love these New England winters. 42-38. Officials are taking a look at the last sequence. So it's Harris on the shot, but you see it mid-court. That's Post in white and Ingram Carolina blue.
Well, and that actually started well before all that. It started down at the other end underneath the basket. Those two got tangled up, and it never really got untangled until that moment at half court.
So Bill Covington Jr. and Jamel Spearman are at the scorer's table. They are joined by Jerry Heater as our officiating crew. Still deliberating. Foul was assessed to Ingram. If that stands, it'll be his second. $15-19 to go in our second half. A 3-point halftime lead for North Carolina.
Well, and the biggest storyline for North Carolina is Armando Bacot with 3 personal fouls.
And just 3 points so far as well, Mike. Those 3 coming in the second half. Conversation continues on the Connie Forum floor. That's Bill Covington Jr. talking to Coach Davis. So the foul on Ingram will stand. Nothing further. Jerry Heater's going to come over and talk to Mike real quick.
It's going to remain a common foul. I think they were just looking to see if it was going to upgrade it. That's the only thing they can do to upgrade it to a flagrant, and so it'll remain common. His second foul.
Whistle stops play. We got some moisture on the floor, and official Jamel Spearman wants to get that mopped up. So things have slowed down considerably for the moment with 15:07 to go.
You know, Tom, through all of this, BC has never been able to establish a lead of any kind. They've been lingering. They've been in the game, but, psychologically for the fan base here, they've never been able to establish any kind of, 3 or 4 point cushion for themselves.
And they trail by as many as 9 in this game, all in the first half. And
get a little chippy.
We got players flying through the paint. Cormac Ryan and Harris got tangled up.
So at that first whistle is going to be on Cormac Ryan. You're going to see right here. The whistle was before all that.
And honestly, Mike, Harris inadvertently stepped on Ryan's foot, and that's what made him stumble going back. So,
and now I wouldn't be the least little contact, you're going to hear whistles because the referees are going to try to regain some control of this game. And more importantly, 4 fouls in the first 5.5 minutes for North Carolina. So not too far away from getting into the bonus. And see that the whistle's going to be pretty tight here for a while. And that's on Post. That's his third. And that one, well, what Post was trying to do was he hit Bacot to try to keep him from establishing low post position. And Earl Grant's going to get Post out of the game here and maybe try to buy him some time to the under 12 media timeout.
So Armani Mighty comes in for Quinten Post, a sophomore from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Mighty goes 6'10", 240, matching up with Bacot.
I would look for him to be pretty physical with Bacot as well.
Davis around the edge, trying to get it back to Bacot inside against McLaughlin. Over the top, fight for the ball. Mighty picks up the foul in the fray.
There it is, and it has been a little bit of a struggle, but this North Carolina team, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. They get almost 40% of their missed shots.
Yeah, that was Withers who came over the top looking for the rebound for North Carolina and the foul against Mighty. Ryan hits that shot, and he and Harris.
Yeah, they got a little thing going.
Yeah, they're having a conversation on the way back up the court.
And that was just a beautiful curl and quick release by Ryan.
So the lead now 6. Again, it's been as big as 9. Zachary trying to cut into it, cannot do it for BC.
I don't know if that's the shot you want to settle for when things aren't running very smoothly right now for BC.
They're just 2 of 11 on 3-pointers as that one comes up short. Ryan sneaks in there and misses close range. Then he ties up McLaughlin.
Ryan, the easiest shot he's had all day, misses it, and then compounds it with a foul. Here's the look. I mean, he's just, this is a gift. 2 points right here, misses it, and then out of frustration gets the foul. And of all the guys on the floor, the referees are locked in on him.
Second on Cormac Ryan. Quite a journey for that young man. Stops at Notre Dame for 3 seasons. Started at Stanford, now in Carolina Blue. 133 career games for Cormac Ryan, the graduate student from New York City.
You talked about him as a leader. He's a 3-time captain at Notre Dame, so he comes by those qualities honestly. The pace of this game may slow. We may be into a free throw shooting contest in the last 8 minutes of this game.
But grinding to a slow crawl all of a sudden in the first half. Constant sprints up and down the court.
And the matchup we were all looking forward to is not out on the floor with Bacot and Post both on bench.
Shot clock down to 2. Kelly, he got it! Floating through the lane, Chaz Kelly.
Well, 6'3", but long arms, and a guy you like having the ball in his hands. He can finish in the lane.
BC hanging around. Ryan on the handle. Davis, intricate dribble, and handoff Withers, and he's going on a rim bender for Carolina.
Not an easy find by Davis either. In a crowd, knew he had a cutter coming in the baseline.
North Carolina with a surplus of talent up and down that bench. That got knocked away in a foul-up coming.
There's the look. There are a lot of bodies here, and boy, that was a nice wraparound. We were talking earlier, and they were just saying how even the Carolina guys were they're like so impressed with Withers' athleticism.
Yeah, he's coming off his first double-double of the season in that home game against Louisville for North Carolina. That was on Wednesday, an 86-70 victory. Madsen at the free throw line.
And it's interesting when a fan base, when they see a guy come through the portal, they think, all right, we're getting a junior, we're getting a whatever older guy, it's going to be seamless, and it's not. It's a new environment, it's a new team. More importantly, it's new verbiage for on calls and things. Everything is new, and it takes a while.
First points of the game from Madsen, who is now 18 of 18 from the free throw line on the season. 2 big ones for the Eagles, 4-point game. Out of bounds. They're going to say it is off of Boston College, and Madsen animated, as is his coach.
Well, and at this moment, you have to be very it should be BC, and the crowd just saw the replay, and it was BC's ball.
Got to be inside of 2 minutes regulation and OT to look at that. Now, granted, it was a very close play on the baseline.
Here's the look. You're going to see it goes through his hands, and and Madsen he waves at it but doesn't touch it.
Should have been off of Jalen Washington. Now, certainly, Mike, we have the benefit of replay. Looks like Chaz Kelly just picked one up. Getting loud inside Connie Forum.
And this is what programs in North Carolina are used to. You come in as a highly ranked team.
So Ryan got fouled. North Carolina number 4 in the nation at 14-3 and 6-0 in the ACC, and Madsen is not a happy camper. Looks like Bacot going over to the North Carolina bench as well.
But and you know what, Tom? Like right now, as a player on either team, you can't get consumed by the whistle. You just can't. It's going to be tight, and you can't get upset with calls. You just got to play through everything.
90% from the line this season, Cormac Ryan. Coming off a 14-point performance on Wednesday where he made 4 3-pointers in the win against Louisville. Lead is 6. Kelly. Ryan soaring for that rebound.
Again, 26% for him. I think a guy who can, with his length, much better off getting into the lane.
Knocked around to McLaughlin. Madsen is open. Launches a 3.
2-on-1. No board coverage. taking a three like that.
BC three-point struggles continue. Withers against McLaughlin. They get bumped and hit the deck. Timeout on the court. Catch your breath. 11:13 to go in regulation. 48-42 North Carolina on the CW.
This Sunday on CW Women's Hoops, Clemson clashes with Elizabeth Kitley and Georgia Amore as they power number 14 Virginia Tech on their mission to return to the Final Four. CW Women's Hoops, Clemson versus number 14 Virginia Tech, this Sunday at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific.
Quiet quitting in a marriage is when an individual disengages from the marriage in a non-confrontational way.
Quiet quitting in marriage. What to do if it's happening to you.
Wednesday on WCCB News at 10.
My arms were bleeding, my hands were bleeding. It was pretty scary. My employer was not very sympathetic to my injury. My name is Trina, and I was seriously hurt on the job. DeMeo Law Offices really helped me, and it was good to have someone on my side and who knew all the steps. And so then I could anticipate what the next move was. So then I could focus more energy on getting well. DeMeo Law Offices took the stress away. Now I can breathe again.
If you've been hurt on the job, call DeMeo Law Offices. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
Come climb aboard over 100 brands of new RVs. January 26th through 28th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Family Fun Day is Saturday, January 27th.
The selection is much greater than any of the other shows we've been to.
You can see a variety of price ranges at the show. That's why we love coming.
We were able to find the very RV that we're going to purchase, and it happens to be the one we're sitting in.
January 26th through 28th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Kids 12 and under are free. For more info, go to NorthCarolinaRVDA.com.
Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is bold from the bottom up. Get one today. It's bow time.
For me, what you need is being able to take the news of the day and boil it down to the information that is important to you and your family. WCCB News at 10. Just what you need.
A renowned rodeo family must come together to pick up the pieces after tragedy strikes. Catch the premiere of Ride on Monday, January 22nd, 8/7 Central only on the CW. Courtside Saturday, continuing with Game 2. Virginia Tech defeating NC State in Raleigh to get us started. This is North Carolina and Boston College. Tar Heels strong in the first half. Mike struggles in the second half. BC just a little worse.
Well, and Post back on the floor for BC. And I'm trying to look and see. Armando Bacot still not on the floor for North Carolina.
3 points on 1 of 3 shooting, and it's all in the second half for Bacot. Withers is at the free throw line. First time this afternoon for Withers.
You know, at least in the short term right now, I think that Boston College needs to give the three-point shot a rest. I mean, they're 2 of 13 for the game. You know, they need to start building their offense inside out.
For the season, Mike, they're not a bad three-point shooting team. Fourth in the conference, 36%.
And I'm not saying give up on it, but you know, it's not falling for you right now. So go to other things and build from the inside out.
So the lead is now 8 after the free throws by Withers. About to cross the 11-minute threshold of our second half. A league bell. Harris down the lane. Harris, it bounced out. He'll go to the free throw line.
And see, for him, they need him desperately in the last 11 minutes. He not scored in the game, and this is a perfect way to find some sort of rhythm. Not the greatest free throw shooter in the world at 67%, but at least the way to see the chance to see the ball go through the basket.
15 points per game, and finally into the box score for Harris. Transfer from Charleston Southern. Spent 2 years there and was second in the conference in scoring in the Big South a season ago. Back to a 6-point game. Fake the pass, hit the shot.
This little step back, and, you know, they didn't get the roll guy, but the BC's defense caught in between.
Post leads the way with 13. Alik Bay has 11 for Boston College. This is Post on the move inside. Quinten Post.
Yeah, much better. They started with 5 out on that play, but eventually worked Post inside.
17 times this season he's gotten double digits for Post. Leading BC in scoring.
Bacot over at the scorer's table waiting to get back in.
Withers on Alik Bay. Just a little too much on it. Post had it for a moment. Tar Heels able to save it on the baseline.
It's got to be 5 guys on the glass for Boston College.
Diving play by Okonkwo. 8 on the shot clock. Entry. Okonkwo off the glass. Ryan comes flying in. Post has the rebound. Kelly with the hesitation and drive, and Cadeau was guarding him to pick up the foul.
Okay, that's going to be the 9th team foul for North Carolina, so BC 1 away from a double bonus.
So Harris came in for Boston College. Bacot is back in along with Ingram. Davis as well.
It's interesting with this, well, it might be only a 4-point lead. I thought that Hubert Davis might try to get under the 8-minute mark with Bacot on the bench.
I mean, Bacot averages 15 points per game, Mike.
Well, you know, you can look at this a couple of ways, Tom. You can look at that line that he has and the fact that they're on the road winning this game.
They are 3-0 away from Chapel Hill. Boston College is 7-2 at home. This is Ingram. Hand defending on Ingram. First on hand.
Been a place where Harrison Ingram has struggled so far this year. Only 56% from the line. He gets 2 shots.
First free throws of the game for Ingram.
And you know, that with that form and that shot, it looks better than 56%.
The junior from Dallas, Texas.
It looks a lot better than 56%.
2 big free throws by Ingram. Foul situation right now.
And that's what Earl Grant talked about was defending without fouling in this game. So he's done a good job of that. And you know, North Carolina's they've got bigger bodies that they can waste some fouls.
Davis misses. Post has the rebound. Able to hang on to it. BC, Mike, still 2 of 14 on 3-pointers in the game. They're hanging with the number 4 team in the nation, trailing by 6.
Nice pass. And he went for the home run dunk and just go for it to finish the play.
And then Bacot recovered defensively against the Alik Bay. Harris was going for the highlight reel jam.
Yes, he was, and lost control of the ball.
Ingram with the ball right now, up to 900 career points for Ingram. Trying to put the moves in the paint, drop it low. Cannot collaborate with Bacot.
And he's a good passer. He can make a play, but he would have been better off getting the ball up on the rim that time because Bacot was right in front for offensive rebounding position with nobody to block him out.
Bacot has 7 boards in the game. Ingram has 9 for the leading rebounding team in the conference. Post inside against Bacot. He smothered the shot.
Great defense.
Cadeau tried to get it to Bacot.
tipped away.
Bounce pass would have been better. Too many hands up in that area for a direct pass.
Harris lets it fly.
Still has not made a shot from the field. 0 of 4 now from behind the arc. 0 of 6 on the game.
Just 2 points for Harris. As Mike mentioned, he averages 15 per game, and Cadeau was wide open for the layup.
And this is you're starting to leak into the red zone here now. If you're this is a critical offensive possession.
A lot of dribbling from Kelly. Post knocked away by Bacot. Shot clock is at 10. Foul on the shot by Harris.
And he raises his hands to the heavens as if finally.
Claudell Harris Jr. shakes the defender. Foul and basket. He's on the line when we come back in our 6-point game.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
My name's Brian Heffler, and because of TikTok, I have the power to educate people and hopefully save lives. When my son Brian died in a drunk driving accident, I put out a video about it and tried to stop young people from drinking and driving.
No other family has to go through what we did.
TikTok has the power to change society. And I think that's where the power of TikTok lies. If you save one person, that's one more person that can change the world too, right?
Need to get your car protected and looking great for the harsh winter season? Cerakote's best-selling line of automotive care products can transform your vehicles quickly, easily, and affordably. Our #1 selling headlight kit restores cloudy headlights back to like new and keeps them that way, guaranteed. Restore that faded trim in just one wipe with our easy-to-apply trim coat kit. Achieve unsurpassed gloss, shine, and slickness with our rapid ceramic paint sealant. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
With all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. At the Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives. What about the Canopy in Paris?
Hilton Honors, babe. When you want points that can take you anywhere, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Let's take a look at our Pacific Life game summary presented by Pacific Life, creating financial security for more than 150 years, and the struggles of the big man Bacot, Mike.
Yeah, 3 points, well below his scoring average. Only taking 3 shots in the game, Tom. 1 of 3, but doing it on the glass. Quinten Post, 15 points, having a fine game, but he also has 3 personal fouls. Post 8 rebounds, but Bacot also 8 rebounds, so he's doing other things out on the floor. Harrison Ingram 10 rebounds, so in North Carolina, a big advantage on the glass. But that was a massive jump shot on a number of different levels for Claudell Harris Jr.
He will be at the free throw line trying to complete the 3-point play. Boston College just 2 of 15 on 3-pointers, and yet, Mike, this could be a 5-point game after this free throw.
Well, and so BC going out gets 2 free throws with every foul. They're shooting in the double bonus, and BC in their own right has 18 fouls, and both very good free throw shooting teams. So nobody has the advantage there.
BC is 19 of 22 in the game. North Carolina 14 of 16.
And that's actually a stat line that I thought North Carolina had a huge advantage. BC's been able to hang in on.
Missed by Bacot. Volleyballed out by Ingram.
A great play by Ingram. Couldn't get it, but kept it alive for a teammate.
Got it from Ryan. Shot clock inside of 10. Ingram against McLaughlin. Harrison Ingram for North Carolina add to the free throw line.
McLaughlin's 4th. Or 5th, I'm sorry, he's gone. So great take right there. And that's a big loss for Boston College.
So Ingram at the line. He's 2 for 2 in the game from the stripe. Seven-point game inside of 6.5 minutes to go in regulation from Connie Forum. Tom Wormy, Mike Jaminski, our outstanding CW ACC basketball production crew. CW courtside Saturday. Zachary.
He's another one who's well below his scoring average in the game.
Shot clock winding down. League Bay, another 3 attempt. This time he knocks it down.
Well, you know, Earl Grant must just hold his breath every time he raises up for a 3. Certainly the percentages aren't with him, but he knocks out a timely one there.
Just his third made 3 of the entire season as Bacot stumbled for a moment. So did Ryan. Maintaining the dribble against Madsen. Flips it into Bacot, went up with a jam. Post challenged him at the rim.
Foul.
Foul is called.
On Post.
A mid-air meeting. Post and Bacot.
That's his 4th. And this one I can't figure out because Quinten Post lost where Bacot was. He was focused in on Cormac Ryan on the dribble on the other side of the lane.
Bacot is an 80% free throw shooter. Made his only free throw attempt so far in the game.
If you take Post out of the game here a little bit, switch him off of Bacot, but not a lot of options for Earl Grant. Another guy you could bring in, maybe Elijah Strong. He's undersized but very physical. Or Armani Mighty, just for defensive purposes. Go offense, defense. The best thing you do is to pick up the 4th foul on Bacot.
Harris. Post offensive glass. Up and in for Boston College.
Rolled in after that pick and roll. Got great offensive position. Now he was on the same side as the shot being taken and doesn't normally come there, but went right to him.
17 points and 9 boards. Quinten Post. Davis trying to shake a couple defenders. Got it back. Shot clock at 10 as he lets it go. (60-56) North Carolina. Harris against Bacot.
See, he's got Bacot switched on him. Why bail him out with that shot? Drive him.
Davis. Bacot. Free throw line jumper.
Nice play.
Just the second field goal of the game from Bacot. Mike with 7 points.
Yeah, and Post is not going to get anywhere near him to offer any kind of resistance.
Cadeau. Third on Cadeau. Double bonus for both teams. Zachary to the stripe. So Mighty is at the scorer's table as well for Coach Grant.
Yeah, the thing, especially under like the 2-minute mark, I think you're going to see a lot of offense for defense with those two guys, with Post and Mighty.
So Post will have a seat. He is just a rebound away from a double-double. Got 5 this season. Zachary now 4 for 4 from the free throw line of the game for Boston College. Once again, it's a 4-point game. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Ingram. Oh, a 3 for Ingram right in front of his own bench.
Well, that is a number that's been improved since his Stanford days. 41%. He's 10 percentage points better in his 2 years there.
5 of 17 as a team on threes, and Madsen drives and scores.
Great take, and that's Bacot's going to be a little reluctant, although he can be more aggressive now. We're just about at the 3-minute mark, so you can start to forget a little bit about your foul issues.
Davis drops a load of Bacot going for the jam, and he got fouled. The league bay went up with him and got a piece of Bacot.
Well, if at this point in the game, if you're going to foul, you got to make sure it's only for 2 free throws and not a 3-point play.
Armando Bacot inside the jam and the foul. Got a nice roll.
When you're great, your game does the talking. In the ACC, ours speaks volumes. 3 of the last 8 NCAA championships. 99 NCAA tournament wins since 2015. 8 NCAA titles in the last 22 years. 6 of the top 30 winningest programs in Division I, most of any conference. It's not bragging if it's true. Greatness is what we do. The ACC accomplished greatness.
This is how it feels to live blissfully, to live mindfully. When you have a health partner who doesn't just treat part of you, they care for all of you. That's why more people prefer Atrium Health, because unrivaled care is easier, more accessible, and more complete than ever before, so that you can enjoy more of the moments you love. That's what it means to live wonderfully, to live joyfully, to live fully.
Discover new opportunities together in a .9% financing on all 2024 Silverado models. Or get $5,000 total value on LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your Carolina Chevy dealers.
Tidy Twins. That's what we named our house cleaning business.
We taught our kids to work hard. And the twins, well, they really took it to heart.
Dad told us you're never too good to clean someone else's toilet.
I really did say that. I didn't make the mess in D.C., but I'm going to go clean it up. No more open borders, high inflation, and woke garbage. I'm John Bradford. I approve this message because it's time to clean up the liberal mess in Washington.
You're gonna need a lot of these.
That's for sure.
CW Courtside Saturday returns next week with another exciting doubleheader. First off to Louisville as Virginia looks to get back on track against the Cardinals. Then Pitt heads to Coral Gables, take on high-flying Miami. CW Courtside Saturday returns next week, 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, only on the CW. 7-point North Carolina lead. All of Armando Bacot's 9 points coming in the second half. Also has 8 rebounds. R.J. Davis with 14 points leads the way for North Carolina. Quinten Post has 17. He's the leading scorer for Boston College. So Bacot has a chance to cap off a 3-point play.
North Carolina doing a better job taking care of the basketball in the second half, and DC doing a better job on their defensive glass. But then we see Quinten Post back on the floor for the offense.
Post in with 4 personal fouls. An 8-point North Carolina lead.
Critical for BC to have him on the floor to finish the game.
Madsen driving against Ryan. Basket and foul for Madsen.
And see, that's why right now the old-fashioned 3-point play is the way to go, because the referees are just primed to blow their whistles. And you stop the clock, you score, you accomplish a lot of things that way.
Still has not missed a free throw this season. Boston College in the game now, 22 of 25 from the line, keeping them in this one.
BC has just got to be in attack mode offensively. Don't settle for the 3-point shot.
14 points and 4 assists for R.J. Davis, leading scorer in the ACC. They're on the handle now for Carolina. Shot clock down to 4 for Ryan. Around Zachary, cut him off for the moment. Ryan got the shot away right at the end of the clock, and a foul called.
And they're gonna. He got it off, and what an untimely foul.
Officials are going to take a look at it, Mike. Bill Covington Jr. and Jamel Spearman at the scorer's table.
Right, Zachary just had him completely locked up, and there it is on the elbow, and it's just a question.
Yeah, that's about 0.3 on the clock when he got it away.
Yeah. That was as good a defense as you can play, and then as bad a decision, as bad a foul as you want to get in the last 0.3 seconds.
So it was Zachary defending for Boston College. We've got 2.5 minutes to go in regulation, 68-63. North Carolina trying to improve on a 7-game winning streak and stay undefeated in conference play. Zachary has his 3rd personal foul. Hubert Davis, Earl Grant, crunch time.
And I know it's hard, Tom, but I think, as a player, that instinctively you've got to say this is going to be a really tough shot for him to make, and to not bail him out in that situation regardless. I know it's so hard to do, but if he makes it, he makes it. And then you got to have that scouting report in your head and say this guy's a 90% free throw shooter.
The experience up and down that roster for North Carolina, led by the 25-year-old Cormac Ryan, wearing his 3rd different uniform at the collegiate level.
They're the 5th most experienced team in the nation.
And you just wonder how far that could take them this season. Business at hand is against Boston College, and a 7-point lead. Zachary got tied up. Took it right to R.J. Davis. Second on Davis. Zachary to the free throw line. A parade to the line for the Eagles. These will be free throws 26 and 27. They went 14 of 18 in the win Monday at home against Notre Dame from the free throw line.
There may not have been a game this year where North Carolina has been out-attempted at the free throw line.
It's 1 of 2 for Zachary. Still a 2-possession game. North Carolina in possession of the basketball as we work our way down to the final 2 minutes.
On the year, 100 more makes than their opponents.
What a drive by Davis.
You can't let him get to his right hand.
Definitely some confusion defensively for the Eagles. They're chatting about it. The North Carolina bench is celebrating. Davis just lulling him to sleep. Beat Zachary to the rim. Nobody to help. He lays it in for North Carolina.
Dad, we're going to be late.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Because you know that just because it fits in the cup holder doesn't make it to go. And you know how to brake without breaking everything. And you're definitely not doing, okay, I don't even know what this is, but you're definitely not doing that. With Allstate, you're connected to a rate based on you.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are looking up. I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi is the first IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And the majority of people experienced long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Now's the time to ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Dad, we're gonna be late.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
Let's take a look at our player of the game, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com, the leading scorer for North Carolina, R.J. Davis.
Didn't have his best game of the year, 16 points, 6 rebounds, very steady, though, 4 assists for him. You know, clearly the leader of this team. I tell you what, Harrison Ingram was a big part, especially with Bacot in foul trouble. A double-double for him, Tom. 11 points, maybe more importantly, 12 rebounds in the game.
Well, Ingram at NC State in that win for North Carolina, Mike, went for 19 rebounds, most ever by a North Carolina player against the Wolfpack. North Carolina's only turned it over twice in the second half after turning it over 9 times in the first half. Harris attacking the rim, not high enough.
It has been a struggle all afternoon. And this is good. It's just that they're going to use every second of the shot clock on these possessions. This is almost, it's a little Phil Ford-ish. 4 corners.
North Carolina, which eliminated Boston College from the ACC tournament a season ago, and it trembled down the lane. In fact, North Carolina won in the regular season last year and at the tournament. They're 9-1 all time here in Chestnut Hill.
And interesting, it's been R.J. Davis with the ball in his hands down the stretch, not Elliot Cadeau in the game.
Fourth foul on Bacot. So 1:08 on the clock. And the lead is the largest it has been tonight, Mike, 74-64.
Which was a bad foul on a number of levels. 1, it was away from the ball. 2, it stopped the clock. 3, you give away 2 free throws.
To a guy who shoots 83% from the line. BC led by 6. Early in the first half. Most of the way it's been North Carolina in front.
But, you know, for North Carolina, again, they're used to being in this type of environment. You know, there was a lot of, BC shot out of a cannon early in the game. A lot of adrenaline in the building. You take that first punch, and then you go about your business.
Led by 3 at halftime. Lead is 8 after the post free throws, and here is Davis in the final minute of regulation. Shot clock is inside of 10 for Davis. He'll just shoot it. Withers got it back for North Carolina. Madsen has to foul Ryan. How about that board by Withers? Huge, Mike.
And it's a big part of their game. I mean, they're a very good shooting team, but also that offensive rebounding is a big key for them. We talked about it. I mean, they're plus 150 attempts on the season from the free throw line, plus 100 makes. So this game a little bit of an anomaly from that standpoint.
And Ryan is now 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Quite an effort by the Eagles, but there is a reason that North Carolina is number 4 in the nation. Sellout crowd today.
And we've seen a parade of teams at number 1 this year. And this is a team that hasn't been number 1 that very well could be a number 1 at some point in time.
The preseason number 1 status from a year ago is a distant memory from this North Carolina team.
And that team was unfairly, I think, overrated to begin with, which I think added to a lot of what happened to them.
Ingram able to grab it. And Coach Grant telling his team not to foul. North Carolina has now won 8 in a row in the series here in Chestnut Hill and 5 in a row in the series overall as the final seconds will tick off the clock from Connie Forum.
Well, it's 4th road win, and these are going to be like gold. They always are in this conference, but very strong road showing for North Carolina.
And the 8-game winning streak, and all of them by double digits.